Hi everybody, what is going on? It is your boy C4 here with a new Madden 15 projected rankings video. As always, once this video hits 15 likes, which I'm sure you guys can do, I will release the next team. Kind of need the extra, input from you guys in regards of likes and that you guys are watching this, because these videos do take a lot of work. And as always, leave a comment in the comment section below if you believe one of my players should be upgraded or downgraded, as I am striving to make the best community roster on Madden 25. So as always, breaking in at the quarterback position for the Miami Dolphins, we have Ryan Tannehill, who we gave an 81 overall. Very solid season for Mr. Tannehill, finishing with just under 4,000 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions. Especially for being one of the most hit quarterbacks in the league, I think he's developed well in his sophomore season, and he only will progress to get a better. Yes. Great fucking punctuation here, C4. But 81 overall, let me know what you think about that. For the running back position, they went out and acquired Knowshon Moreno from the Denver Broncos. Moreno had an excellent comeback season last year. He had 1,200 yards, dozen touchdowns, give or take. Clearly will be the starting going into camp. But they also still have two running backs who are kind of, trying to really establish themselves and find their own identity. Lamar Miller had 879 total yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns. Daniel Thomas had 469 yards and 6 touchdowns. So it's going to be odd to see which one of these guys really pulls ahead as the second string running back. But, 77 and 76 respectively. At the wide receiver position, we gave Mike Wallace an 88 overall. Though he wasn't as productive as Brian Hartline last year, he still is the more talented of the two. Brian Hartline's more of a slot receiver type, and while Mike Wallace also stretches the field, does a lot of intangible things that might not show up on the box start. But still, for coming in as a big money free agent signing, you would have, if you were a Dolphin fan, expected more from Mike Wallace, who finished the year with 73 receptions, 930 yards, and 5 touchdowns. That's why he brings him at the 88. And Brian Hartline with the 86 here, finished with 76 receptions, 1,000 yards, and 4 touchdowns. At the tight end position, Charles Clay, we gave him the 88 overall. Had one of the more surprising years as a tight end. Finished with 774 yards and 7 touchdowns. So very, very productive there. The Dolphins really have a franchise tight end. I believe in him. I believe wasn't he a converted fullback or something like that. But 88 overall is there. You also got the rookie Arthur Lynch out of Georgia. Gave him a 71. Left tackle, the big free agent signing coming over for the Kansas City Chiefs. We gave Brandon Albert a 90. Shilly Smith, 77. Mike Pouncey, the Pouncey twins, absolute beast of offensive line. 91 overall, even though he was indicted in that whole Jonathan Martin bullying thing. Right guard, we gave Danny Watkins the shit fucking pick from the Eagles, 73. Fuck that guy. Right tackle, Jason Fox with a 76. Obviously, you're going to assume that Juwan James, their first-round pick, I only gave him a 71. Obviously, he was a bit of a stretch. You obviously would hope that he develops well in the camp and does come out as number 1 there in the depth chart. Left defensive end, obviously their big defensive player is Cameron Wake. Didn't have the most productive season by any means, but he still is an outright playmaker with 8.5 sacks last year. That's why we gave him the 92. He does get double-teamed a lot, and that really showed on the opposing side where Oliver Vernon, or is it Olivier? We'll go with Olivier Vernon just for all sakes. Gave him an 88 because he had 11.5 sacks last year. Very quietly came on. It was definitely more so that Cameron Wake was getting double teamed, which freed him up a lot more. But he got 11.5 sacks. You got to reward him with the 88 overall. Dion Jordan, the rookie last year, still gave him a 75. He's really still trying to find his role within the team. I really think that Philly should make him. The whole rumor where Philly would get him, I think they should look into something like that. But he's still there. Defensive tackle, they did lose Paul Soliai, but they still have Randy Starks, who's one of the better defensive tackles in the league. Had 4 sacks last year. Jared Audrick had that weird fucking sack dance, but he's still a good player as well. Gave him an 80 overall. Outside linebacker, Koa Misi, we gave him a 79 overall. He had 2 sacks and 50 tackles last year. Very, very solid player, as well as Jordan Tripp, the rookie out of Montana. They're going to be expecting a lot from him this year. Middle linebacker, Donnell Ellerbe, one of the big free agent signings they brought in. Had 100 tackles last year. Wasn't really, that great. Didn't really stand out a whole lot. But 80 overall is pretty solid. Probably could have room to be upgraded a little bit. That's what you guys are for in the comment section. If you want, you're a fucking Dolphins fan, you want Ellerbe to be higher, let me know. Right outside linebacker, we get to Philip Wheeler, 78 overall. Cornerback, Brent Grimes, had an excellent season last year. One of the better shutdown, underrated corners in the league. Had 4 interceptions last year, 1 defensive touchdown, and 60 tackles. Cortland Finnegan came over from the St. Louis Rams. Definitely not the same player he was maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but still good depth. Free safety, Louis Delmas came over from the Detroit Lions. I think he had 80-some tackles last year. Still a good player. And strong safety, we got Rashad Jones, 89. One of the more underrated players, I think, in the league. Had just over 100 tackles last year. It's still at 26. Good use. 6'1", 214. Great size as well. Kicker, Caleb Sturgis, 77. And punter, Brandon Fields, one of the better punters in the league, gave him a 90. So there you have it, guys. There is the Miami Dolphins rankings. As always, if you like this video, get this thing up to 15 likes. I will release the next video. Leave a comment in the comment section below if someone should be upgraded or downgraded. And until next time, it is your boy C4 saying subscribe to Beast Mode TV, and I'll see you next time.